Welcome to the Bates Fan File. I'm Ellie from BatesFamilyBlog.com and NashvilleWife.com. This week's episode of Bringing Up Bates is called Just a Little Off the Top, Please. In it, we watch Josie at work as a hairdresser. We watch Tori and Bobby share big news with Gil and Kelly, and then we witness the construction of a redneck shuffleboard game. So Josie has graduated from school, and she is working in a Knoxville salon called Ross the Boss. She loves her job. Before she officially became a member of the salon, she had to do a bunch of models to prove her skills, and her family came to her aid to help her. They allowed her to experiment on their hair. Trace, on the other hand, did not. He opted to wait until she was a little more experienced to visit her at work. So he has finally decided to come in for an appointment. And he has a lot of opinions that he's very open to share with Josie, but the haircut ends up going really well and he is happy with the results. Now, would you have expected Trace to be the one who's really particular about his hair? Later, Bobby and Tori have a big announcement to share with Gil and Kelly, but they do it in the most nonchalant way possible. So the four of them go out for a bite to eat, and they're talking about the couple's upcoming move to Nashville. For those who haven't heard, Bobby is going to be working as a youth pastor in a town called Hendersonville, and then he's also going to be a chaplain at a Christian school. Tori also hopes to use her teaching degree to help out at the school as well. So while they're talking, they just happen to mention something about finding babysitters in their new town, and Gil and Kelly are shocked, definitely taken aback. Kelly says, "Why are we talking about babysitters? For you? Did I miss the announcement?" But that was the announcement. She didn't miss anything. You'll have to tune in next week to watch the couple share the big news with the rest of the family. Do you think that they'll make a big splash, or do you think they'll just do another laid-back announcement? At the end of the episode, the Bates set out to make a shuffleboard game, but they don't quite have all the required materials. This is something that they played on one of their recent trips when they visited family on the East Coast, if you remember that, on a recent episode. And so they want to build a shuffleboard game, but they don't have the discs and they don't have the sticks for it, and they don't really have an appropriate surface, but that's okay. Gil decides to just improvise with what they've got, and they end up making lines on their basketball court, and then Gil uses tree trunks to make discs, and he grabs some push brooms, and that's it. They've got their shuffleboard game. It ends up working out pretty well though. So I'm curious if you ever played shuffleboard, and did you play it with all of the so-called required equipment, or did you play a more makeshift version like the Bates? That's all for this week's episode. Keep tuning in to Bringing Up Bates every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Up. And then, of course, my fan file comes out after each new episode as well. You can visit me at BatesFamilyBlog.com or at Facebook.com/BatesFamilyBlog. Until next time, this is Ellie with the Bates Fan File.